Could your cat burn down your house?
Are cage-free eggs becoming the norm?
What happened to chocolate milk? In New Jersey, childhood rite of passage, they become a thing of the past. Because having ice fishing shanties on frozen lakes leads to prostitution. What's news? Well, we go through the stats, look for the real news.
The news that should be news, but really isn't most of the time.
News is news.
The news is news. The unheard of news. The news you gotta dig for.
And we've dug.
Doug. You can tell by the pile. Oh, God.
I teased this article earlier.
Ice fishing for non-existent prostitution rings. Hello from Northeast Ohio, where womenfolk are worrying about what their ice fishing husbands are up to. Now that we know their ice shanties can be magnets for prostitution. Kidding, kidding. Nobody believes this is happening except for Craig Schubert, the mayor of Hudson, Ohio. He apparently is imagining sturdy ice fishermen in padded parkas casting aside their poles as they coo, "Come to daddy, you Carhartt-clad vixen."
God.
Most of us, and by us, I mean the entire country by now, know about Schubert's comments at a city council meeting because of a video clip shared on Twitter by Amanda Weinstein, an urban economist in Hudson, who was also co-host of the Suburban Women Problem podcast. Schubert's theory, delivered in public, does someone come back next year and say, "I want an ice shanty on Hudson Springs Park for X amount of time," and if you then allow ice fishing with shanties, then that leads to another problem, prostitution. Now you've got the police chief and the police department involved. Just data points to consider, he added. Here we go.
America's oldest Navy ship is 224 years old.
That's old.
It's the USS Constitution.
Oh.
Old Ironsides, docked in Boston. In New Jersey, childhood rite of passage, they become a thing of the past. State lawmakers are considering letting districts use remote learning instead of having snow days.
Well, that just sounds awful. I mean, you're going to have a snow day if your internet goes out.
I think I have it, yeah. I think I have a longer article in here about the controversy in Hudson, Ohio, where the mayor is raising eyebrows at a remark.
Crazy eyebrows.
He's raising eyebrows because having ice fishing shanties on frozen lakes leads to prostitution. Cryptocurrency is suddenly everywhere except in the cash register. There are Bitcoin ATMs, popular apps of buying and selling, and even stadiums named for cryptocurrency. But all the hype is scant evidence that digital currency stay on the threshold of some kind of mainstream breakthrough. And it has this guy, Michael Sayer, who's well known in the Bitcoin circles, has about $740 billion worth of it. Says he can do anything with it except the article claims he can do anything with it except for buying an $18 shrimp cocktail at Tony and Joe's Seafood Playhouse, several floors below his penthouse apartment in Washington's Georgetown waterfront. But as an ATM that can convert cash into Bitcoin, restaurant will accept it. The manager says, "I would take monopoly money before I take cryptocurrency."
Well.
I guess he has a scene of advertisements where you can use cards.
Probably one of those people that doesn't pay with the phone when they go to the grocery store either.
I just want to, I think the guy, if I was worth $140 million, I was probably the most well-known cryptocurrency guy by like name if you're in the circles, and a restaurant underneath said I would take monopoly money instead. I think I would go down with monopoly money. So due to inflation, the containers to put cupcakes and muffins or cake slices in, those prices have tripled. And of course the stickers in the boxes have gone up. There's been a shortage of ingredients, shortage of lemons. There's lemon shortages. Can't make lemon cakes. You gotta use some substitutes.
Meringue pie.
A couple months ago, it was the shortage in cottage cheese, so they had a hard time making their. There's still a cream cheese shortage at the time of printing, so I can't make many cheesecakes at this bakery.
Oh God, that's awful. I can't imagine a world without cheesecake.
We have to go 3 or 4 locations just to find a cream cheese. That's, of course, considering that the containers in place and everything's triple in price because of inflation.
That's a true tragedy right there.
And the glass cleaner and disinfectant's going up. Yeah, this is something interesting here. Let's see that one. Let's go to. Isn't it a violation of YouTube's terms and conditions for you to upload your pianos videos? Leroy's telling Loretta. This is for Lockhorns. Now Leroy's leaving for dermatologist, and Loretta says, "At least now you know what poison ivy looks like." Always look on the bright side.
That's what I warn you about, you know.
Yeah, I know. It's a path that's getting overgrown too. Loretta's telling Leroy, "I know you're wrong because you're winning for argument." I know you're wrong because you're winning for argument. And,
no comment.
And we're back to a marriage counselor. With Loretta's saying, we tried to settle our differences by tossing a coin, but we couldn't agree on whose coin to use.